Hi everyone, the Spiderman here. So guys, in today's video I'm going to be changing 3 plant pot hides in 3 of my tarantula enclosures today. So the first one, which I've already cut down to size, is going to be for my Brachypelma albiceps today. And then second up is going to be for my Tarantula apophysis, and I'll cut this one down to size, so around about here, because she's a very big girl. And last but not least is going to be for my Canthoscurria geniculata, which is going to be cut round about here because she's a fairly big girl as well. But before I start cutting the cork bark, I want to give a massive shout out to my good friend Martin, who I met at the British Tarantula show a couple of weeks ago. He has an amazing channel called the Tarantula Cave, and he has just featured me on one of his amazing videos. Please check out his channel and show him some love. His channel is absolutely fantastic. So ladies and gentlemen, there is my Brachypelma albiceps, absolutely stunning girl, around about a 4-inch in leg span. So there is the horrible plant pot hide, so I'm going to be taking that out, the fake plant, and putting her new hide in. So guys, with that plant pot and that fake plant removed, let's just move all this substrate out of the way. And I've got the cork bark and just cut the bottom off so I can push it right down into the substrate. And with Brachypelma species, they love it completely bone dry. So let's just put all this substrate at the back of the hide. Just makes it nice and dark for the spider, because spiders do like it nice and dark. There we go, that looks a little bit better than the last one. So the last bit to do is just to put the fake plant inside, just for decoration. You don't have to if you don't want to. And there we go everyone, there's the first enclosure done. Very easy and simple. So let's go on to my Tarantula apophysis enclosure. So ladies and gentlemen, with the lid removed on my Tarantula apophysis enclosure, I can get a tub and block the spider off so she doesn't decide to kick hairs at me. So if I just put this over the spider, and there we go, she should be okay in there. Just watch you don't trap her legs. And this is the part I will be concentrating on. So I'm going to be removing these 2 fake plants here and all this leaf litter, and let's get the hide out. So let's just take these fake plants out, and I'll put these back in a little bit later. There we go. And this is the hide that's been in here for about 5 years or so. So let's just take that out. There we go. And then the last part to do, guys, is take all that leaf litter out. So guys, with all that removed, I have put my tape measure inside, and I've measured 9 inches, which is going to be perfect for the hide. So I'll measure that up, cut it down to size, and put it inside the enclosure. So guys, with the cork bark cut down to size, and same again, I've cut the bottom off so I can push it right down in the substrate. And plus, I've already done the geniculata hide as well. I might as well just do the both while I'm out there. So let's get the apophysis hide and put it in the enclosure. Let's turn it the right way around. There we go. Put it right down into the substrate. And then what I'll do is I'll get loads of substrate, put it at the back of the hide, same again, to block it off so it's nice and dark for the tarantula. So let's just put the last fake plant in. I just prefer to use fake plants, they're just more easier to look after. You ain't got to really do nothing with them really. Yeah, that looks okay. And then what I'll do is, guys, I'll put some sphagnum moss around the water dish to give the enclosure plenty of humidity. So there we go, guys, with the sphagnum moss put inside the enclosure as well. That looks a little bit better. Sorry about the sniffing. My hay fever's come back. So yeah, That looks a lot better than it did, so let's just quickly take this tub off and let the tarantula venture around and do its own thing. So let's go on to the last spider, my Canthoscurria geniculata enclosure. So guys, last but not least, my Canthoscurria geniculata enclosure, which is looking a little bit drab. So let's just take that plant pot hide out. And the spider has decided to attack the plant. It just slightly moved in front of her. So let's try and remove the plant if I can. I don't think she's gonna... Oh, she might let it go. There we go. And the last thing to do, guys, is to get that leaf litter, take it out of the enclosure, and then put the new hide in. So there we go, guys, with all that leaf litter removed. Let's just put the hide in. It's a big hide, so she'll have plenty of room to walk around inside the hide. And what I'll do is I'll get some cork bark and put it at the back, so it looks nice and dark for her. And let's put the fake plant in. So guys, I have put this piece of cork bark inside the enclosure, and to be honest, it's a little bit big for the enclosure. So I've decided to put this little piece in as well, and I've just dug some substrate out so she can hide under. So that looks okay. Let's just quickly put the fake plant in. And she's got plenty of floor space to walk around. And with that fake plant in as well, just gives the enclosure a little bit of colour. So guys, to finish off this video, let's get a nice large superworm, and let's give the big girl a feed. So here goes everyone. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to have a little bit of a feeding video at the end as well. And yeah, she's a beautiful girl now. I've had her 5 years. Since a 3-inch juvenile. I bought her from the British Tarantula show in 2013. She cost me £30. So I hope you enjoyed that takedown, everybody. And hopefully, in the next 3 or 4 days, I'll give her another superworm. And it should fatten her up her abdomen a little bit. I don't like it too big. So it's always nice to finish off with a nice feeding video at the end. So I hope you enjoyed this video, everybody. And thanks for watching, everyone.